Well, welcome to this episode of Liberty Creek. I just came from the mailbox, got some mail. Yeah, it's Veterans Day 2022. Woke up this morning, had the day off, went to a veteran mass with my godchildren, and that was really nice. And we had a little breakfast afterwards down in the basement. And then me and Jen shot up here, and one bad thing about this trip is the truck broke down last time. So yes, I got my piece of crap Hyundai up here. Let's hope it doesn't do what it did last time. So we're up here now, and it just started raining on the way to get the mail. It looks like it's going to be raining today into tomorrow, and then it may possibly snow Sunday. That's what the weather says. I was going to build a fire. I think I might have to maybe not do that. Let me get all my paper wet. So, what are we doing up here this weekend? More relaxation, more eating well, and I did buy a barn star for the door. I'm gonna paint it green, hunter green, in a minute or so. And then what else? I did buy a small fan for the battery box in let me go in here because it's raining, I'm getting wet. So let's go up in the kitchen. Let's see what we got. I left the battery box open, but oh man, this little solar system works great, folks, for what it is. It's only running 2 lights. I did bring up a security camera. I'm going to hook that up, see if this can how much battery it does draw. So when I do have my big system going, see if I could just put a camera out here on the smaller system. Happy Veterans Day to all you veterans out there, all the Marines that watch me. I hope you had a good Marine Corps birthday, Semper Fi, and we'll start the weekend. You can hear the rain banging on the tin roof. I was in that cabin for a while. I got the generator running. I hate putting the generator on so early. Jen's surfing the web on her phone. I was on my computer for a little while, and I said, let me get outside, let me do something. So I hung these little knobs. It's hard to close in your side. You need some little knobs, or these right here. I looked on the website where I found the actual hardware for the shutters, the hinges, and oh man, everything's so expensive for like this raw iron type of look. I think they wanted 2 of these for like almost $50 on that website. I found some on other sites and eBay, and they look too big. I found them for like $25 each, $23 each. I'm like, oh my god, I'm not spending $100 for little some little knobs. So I think I searched on Amazon for cabinet hardware, and I just put knobs, and these popped up. I got 4 of them for $10. I jumped right on it, grabbed it. So they didn't come with screws though. So what I'm doing, I brought up these little tiny screws to hold on my door panels here. If you watched the last episode, I didn't do it yet, but when I'm using these, and then I'm just taking a black magic marker and coloring the tops in, and it works good. Probably could get a little paintbrush, but for now, I mean, it looks great, absolutely great. Let me show you. I'll install it on this side. Show you how. It's pretty simple. This side has the strapping in the center, but I need to find the center of the shutter. So I'll pull a measurement. The window is 26 and a half, okay? So 13 1/4 inches is the center. So you do something like this, 13 1/4 inches. First we find that, and I just put one little dot. Oop, that's a little bit bigger than I wanted. And then I'll come over here, do the same. 13 1/4 right there. All right, now what I'll also do from here is I want it to be an inch away from the center strap. So we're going to pull, we're going to stay on that same, take that, make a second mark 1 inch away from the center strapping. Right, perfect. And this same way, same thing, I'll pull it all like that. I mean, I almost had it dead on. That's pretty good. I'm taking this this part right here and I'm putting it right on that dot. So I have the center of the piece of hardware right in the center, 1 inch away from the slot. Perfect. I take the magic marker. It's a permanent magic marker. I have paint markers at home as well. I might bring one of those up. There they are. Want to open the shutters, swing them open. Now, to shut them, bring them around. Pull them shut. Grab a hold of the little pulls. Perfect. All right, can't go wrong for 10 bucks. Over here look great. These are a little closer because this side doesn't have the center slot. But they look great too. Well, one thing down on this rainy day that I needed to get done. Let me see what else I could get into. Well, Jen slept in and it finally stopped raining. It's like, what time, Jen? Well, it's like almost 10. Jen's making me some breakfast. Well, actually it's still raining. It's like misty out. This is supposed to be the storm left over from what hit Florida. So we're here, everything's wet, shitty. So once I am fed, I am going to start ripping down these 2x3s so I can make like studs for the end walls, so I could put insulation in and then start prepping to start putting pine and finishing up the ceiling. Basically, I said an inch. What I do, because this thing, it's out of whack, so it never measures correctly. When you use the table saw, you bring the blade just over. This table saw has seen its day. I had an old table saw my dad gave me, and it was old. It was a Sears Craftsman, and I burnt it out one day ripping some 2x10s, I think. We were ripping them, and I kept blowing the little fuse, and eventually I blew the motor. So what I always do, and then I also clamp it and make sure it didn't move on me. That looks like it's right on the nose. Let's give it a whirl. I'm trying to find some. Yeah, that'll be perfect. Let's make a mess. Alright, so Jen's starting to clean the outdoor kitchen up after our breakfast. I brought my big batteries. So I'm gonna just chop this off now. I brought my big batteries, 2 of them, because I didn't bring my charger or anything like that, and that should get me through everything I need to do, all the drilling, everything like that. It is ridiculous what these batteries are going for now. Ridiculous. I got this when I bought my worm drive, the DeWalt circular saw, the most powerful circular saw on the market. Absolutely, hands down. At least it was a year ago. So we got 39 3/4. I came up with that number. All right, let's go see if this fits. Bring that piece up with me. All right. To me, it looks good. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go up one more. Alright, so this is what we got here. It fits perfectly like this. You can see that. Let me see if I can show you. It actually is a little bit in, just a tiny hair. There's a round to this. So, but I believe it'll work. It'll work fine. You won't notice. Now up top here, there's a little gap. You can see it. The little gap is here. And that is to make room for the tongue and groove for the ceiling. Now, I got to figure out exactly where to place these, so I will have that 24 or no 16, right? 16 inch? Yeah.
16
yeah. Brain fried. Have to edit. So I need to make sure I placed this correctly, so I will have like a 16 on center markings. So when I put my insulation in, it'll fit into the pocket. And when I put my pine up, I'll just crush it all in there, and that will be insulated. So let me get to this. And on the side here, my plan is to put maybe 2, 4, 6 pocket holes right on the sides and put it right to this 2x6. I got 2-inch screws, and that will secure it, and it will support the weight of the tongue and groove, and will all right, folks, so this wall has been completed. I almost wasn't going to show you how we did it because I screwed up on this side. I started cutting the insulation short instead of just cutting it a little long and pushing it up, or making it a little long and cutting it in place, which would have been a pain in the ass. So all Jen did was she cut it for me, and I just basically crunched it down. On this side, it came out great. That side we had like a step down process how we first started doing it. And I know all you professional insulators will give me shit about it, but it's up. I know you're not supposed to crush the insulation or anything like that. You don't have to tell me, but I know this will work. Jen says she's already feeling the difference in here. I don't know if that's true, but that's what she asked me. Could have been just my blood pressure. But I still got that back wall to do. Like I said before, I don't think I have enough hours in the day to do that today or even start it. So I am going to pull some measurements now just in case. Um, so I know what I need to do and how much material. One roll of insulation actually did, yeah, it was perfect. Perfect. But yeah, it's great to see that, man. Oh, I'll tell you, there's something is long time coming. I mean, we've I knew I was supposed to do it a long time ago, and I just kept putting it off. And every winter, I'm like, "Ugh, if I only insulated that, probably would be a little warmer in here right now." So I'm definitely going to get to that one. That's my next project. So it will get done. Hopefully before the snow flies, even though they said tomorrow might be snow showers. But yeah, it's gonna be great to see what happens. Definitely this spring I'll have to vent the attic better because I do get like the the sweat sometimes. Sometimes the insulation will start sweating, and I don't have plastic, so I have to vent that. So that's something I'll be doing early spring. I'll be punching a hole up in the attic, in the back, and in the front. To have yeah, it's so ugly those vents. I might put like little round vents in the front, way up on the peak, just maybe a bunch all grouped together, and then on the back, I'll put a big square vent off to the side because as you can see, I have a middle divider there. It's in the middle of the peak, and then that means I'll have to like cut them, sister, make a yeah, frame it all out, and I don't want to do all that shit. So I'll probably just cut in between one of them because it's the back of the cabin. No one cares. In the front, it'll look kind of stupid if it's not in the center. So that's why I said maybe I'll just put like maybe right above, right on the ridge line of the roof. I'll cut into it and just put those like those vent holes. So I think they're like 8-inch, 6-inch vent holes, and put a couple in just to have the airflow going across and hopefully prevent sweating of my insulation on those like cool days.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's weird, yeah. But we noticed it.
It's like cool in here and hot outside.
Yeah, it's cool in here, hot outside. You come in here, and that's why if you look at the insulation, it looks tight and wrinkly. That's because yeah. But I'll go back to I'm gonna make a little trap door eventually when I start putting up a ceiling. But there is a little spot that I already started making. I could pull that insulation down, and there's access to the crawl space up there, and I'll open that up and I'll put a box fan in there, and within like 5 minutes everything's dry. So it's just the movement of the air. Look what Jen made.
Made a little Christmas one. Oh.
Oh, what else did you make here, Jen?
I thought you were talking about my little Christmas ornaments.
Oh, those are ornaments?
Yeah.
I thought you were making a wreath out of those.
No, they're little wreaths.
Oh.
Christmas ornaments.
Cool. Good job, Jen. Crafty craft. All right. Well, let me clean up a little. Then I grab a piece. I'll go up in the loft and just check my measurements and stuff. And yeah, looks great. I can't believe it. I finally did it. Ooh, got a nice little campfire going over here. Nah, it's been raining for. Yeah. All right, folks, it's Saturday night. Jen's making chili, and we got cornbread. Take a peek. Oh shit, that's hot. I should probably get a pot holder or something. Let's take another look. No, burning myself. That's like Texas chili or something like that. Hopefully I like it, a little spicy. But look at what, yeah, you see it in the background. She's already at it, folks. She's not done with it yet, but she put it up. Now, next time we'll be up here is maybe the weekend after Thanksgiving. And so Jen said, you know, I want to put the tree up, be ready for that weekend, because she loves Christmas, and Christmas season goes so quick, especially because we only come up here on the weekends and we miss a couple weekends because of Christmas and stuff like that. So she wants to enjoy decorating the cabin and make sure it's ready for after Thanksgiving. And so she's at it, and she already put that up. And one other thing I want to talk about, security cameras. I see a lot of people in the YouTube community right now that has a lot of off-grid stuff, is either sponsoring, or some company reached out to them and said, you know what, here's a free camera, give it a try. It's a solar camera. It's a great camera. So I seen this. It's like $150. It's probably a great camera. And I saw one of the other guys selling it. So I don't know if they can reach out to me. I'll review it and I'll get a free camera. But I always want to put a camera on the cabin because we are far away, and I like to know what's happening, you know, right now. If there's something happening, I know a neighbor of mine that's up near the cabin. He's in law enforcement, and he's a neighbor, and I met him, and he's you know, he always asks me if there's anything I need, just reach out to him. So if I did notice someone coming around the cabin, I would call him, and he would be here probably within minutes. And one problem with that is I do not have electricity. So I should have already had it. All my subscribers know that I'm going to have a solar system probably put in spring by myself. You know, I already have the funds for it. I just haven't purchased it, pulled the trigger on it. There's so many options, so many different things. It's going to be a like kit system that all in one. I'll, you know, buy the different components, but you know, it's going to be the box unit that sits on the wall. That's why I built the utility cabinet or the closet out on the porch. Once that's up, I want to put a couple cameras around, because that means my Starlink that I pay $115 for a month, and I only use it like, you know, 3 times a month when I'm up here. So, you know, I don't come up every single weekend, and it's only on when the generator's running, but oh, it's so worth it. So worth it. Once again, I am off grid, but I do not live like Fred Flintstone. If I can make some new technology happen here instead of reading books, I do it. I stream, I surf the web. You know, Starlink really brought it to us, because before Starlink, we couldn't get any internet out here. Nothing. Phones didn't work, nothing. So, make a long story short, which I already made it a long story, is at home I have 2 different types of security cameras. I have the Ring. I have 3 cameras from the Ring. They're very finicky. I have the solar one. I have the one with the light, and I have a stick-up cam, and they're all finicky. They're always asking to change the battery, or the one on the doorbell one. Certain parts of the year, the battery craps out. I got to change it out, or you know, and when it gets cold weather, batteries don't work so good. So Ring, to me, for it's a good system, but you cannot count on it. Okay, definitely cannot. It misses stuff all the time. When something happens, you're like, all right, let me go to my camera. It didn't record it. So I did have cameras before I started buying Ring, and this is called Z-Moto. And Z-Moto is like a cheap security camera system that you can add on. That's how I view it, because you know me, I always look for a bargain. And I bought these Z-Moto cameras. Check this out. This was a Black Friday deal. I got 2 cameras for $40. They're outside cameras. They have night vision. You have to plug them in though, okay? The problem, I have about 7 of those cameras at home. They do exactly what Ring does, but they do it for free. They will capture 20 seconds of video for absolutely free. You don't have to pay for it. Now, what I do though, because I want to keep them longer, I think it only lasts like, I don't know, a couple weeks or something like that. I pay for the service that you can have 10 cameras, and I think it saves your footage for like the snapshots. Again, it's only snapshots. Motion will set it off, and it'll save the snapshot or the video for like, I think it's 15 seconds video, 30 seconds video, whatever, set the camera off, the motion, and it'll save it for, I think, 3 months it is. And these cameras have captured more things when I have my Ring camera side by side, especially at my garage. I have caught people trying to steal my catalytic converters or break into my car to see if it opens. Yeah, multiple times in the last, let's say, 5 years. When I go to my Ring camera, it captured maybe a little bit of it, but it didn't continue to record. I know people will say settings. I've been through all that stuff. They're just not as reliable as the Z Moto. Now I think it's $100, $50 or $100. I think it's $100 for 10 cameras, and it will save 3 months of the footage from each camera whenever it captures a little snap. Now, one other good thing that the Z Moto has, but now you start getting expensive, is it could capture everything, absolutely everything in the cloud, but you're talking about $50 per camera a month. So it is a good system. If you ask me, it's better than a Ring. Ring just has, I guess, a little bit better quality. I don't know. But just the price alone, you could get these probably about $40 each. Like I said, I get deals. I watch Amazon. I check on them once in a while. Black Friday, I looked for it, and it, sure enough, $40 for 2. So another thing that I was very excited about, I brought it up this weekend. I wanted to try it. I've been forgetting to bring them with me. They've been sitting on a shelf at home since Black Friday. I said, let me bring it up because I want to test them so when I get my solar. So I just brought it up here. I don't have the antenna on it right now, but I plugged it in. I have Starlink on, generators running, and I had to log into this Wi-Fi here, and I was kind of nervous about it because if I don't log into my home network, I believe Ring, if I buy Ring cameras, they all have to be on that network. If they're not on that network, they're going to try to get me again to pay, But I set this one up. It linked up in sync with the app that's on my phone, and it just added that camera to my list of all my home cameras. I was so happy with that. So now I just have one spot, one app. I go in there, I see garage, I see driveway 1, driveway 2, front door, I see back door, back porch, backyard, and then I see cabin. So when I'm at home, when I have everything running, I just hit cabin, and I'm going to be able to see what's going on up here. And it will be ran off of my solar. And I'll probably hook this one up into the kitchen tomorrow just to test to see if my solar system in the kitchen could just run it daily and see if that one battery, with charging it every day off the solar array from Harbor Freight, will that have enough to keep this one camera running. All right, we made it Sunday morning. Jennifer finished decorating the cabin for Christmas, and she's watching her Whipplemore. What's it called?
Whipple Holler.
That's one of Jennifer's favorite YouTube ladies there that cook. Great show, great
Miss Lori.
Miss Lori, great series, great channel. Go watch it. But what we're talking about, if you're one of my Facebook subscribers, You know, about maybe a week ago, I threw up there saying, "Oh, get a rain coat and pants. I seen a great deal, and the black version was like 75% off or something. It was like $20. Can't go wrong. I every year go to Walmart. I buy a cheap. I think it's called like the Frog or Frogger.
Frog togs or
Frog Tog. I'll
like
put a
that.
link or put a picture of it. And it cost me like it used to cost like $20 and real thin. I come up here, I burn holes in them all the time. At the end of the year, we throw them away. They get stretched out. But if it starts raining out, if it's a light rain, I throw it on. It keeps me dry. I do a lot of work in them. I don't care if I destroy them because I do have my military Gore-Tex, and you know those cost a lot of money. And no, I did not take them when I left the military. I got them on eBay. I know they work well because I had them in the military, and so I grabbed two of them on eBay when I found good deals because they could be very expensive. I think one of them's Army and one of them's a Marine Corps. Jennifer's got the Marine Corps one. I got the Army. So when I saw this, I said, "Holy moly, it's really a lot off." So I'm opening it. This is called Tidy Wee, something like that.
Tide weed.
Anyway, last time I checked, they still were like 70%, 80% off. $20. Yeah, let's take a look. See, now my buddy said, that's cheap. That's cheap crap. I wouldn't buy that. Well, my buddy likes to go ahead and blow a whole paycheck on some, scentless hunting wet rain gear that will cost you like $600. I'm looking to burn holes through it for a year and buy some new ones. And already I could tell that this is made with much better material. It's not like that super thin plastic stuff. And for $20. But he also said that he doesn't try all these weird little name brands made in China somewhere, and he's probably right about that. He doesn't shop made in China. But too bad America can't make some cheap stuff. I don't know what this pocket is here. Oh, that goes right out the back to breathe. Yeah, this is a heavy. It's insulated a little, so that's good. I only got extra large. I probably should have got 2X. But their same one with the woodland pattern costs $115. So if you do check this out, make sure you select the black if they still have the discount. Looks like it fits all right.
Yeah.
Little small.
Little short.
Little short.
But you're tall.
Yeah. I should have got. What did I say? I got the extra large.
Yeah, you probably
I
should
should
have
have
got
got
the
2X.
2X.
Usually I always get 2X.
Because you're wearing clothes.
Yeah. That's well. Of course I'm wearing clothes.
No,
Jen.
like heavier clothes.
Oh yeah. So this will be good in come
It'll work.
Spring when it's raining. So
What's the pants?
I always share my deals with everybody, and I found this, and this is for $20.
Yeah, you can't go
and I
wrong.
got it the next day. Yeah, you can't go wrong. You go to Walmart, buy the one I bought. Nothing's wrong with that, but it's not. It does have no insulation. It's paper thin, protects you from the rain. But like I said, hot amber fell on it, and I have holes all through mine every year. I'm sure the same thing will happen with this, but it has a little bit more. It's just heavy duty. Same thing with these pants. They're much more thicker material. I'm not talking them up. If you have the money, go buy something better. But I try to, you know me. I try to get the bang for my buck. I don't think my boots are going to fit in here. This kind of reminds me of my snow pants. Nah, that ain't happening. My snow pants have memory cards. I switch out memory. So I think they run a little small. Get the next size up. These will fit. I just can't put them on with my boots. Like my snow pants, I could put them on with boots. Jen said they probably are like, what'd you say, underoos? You
No,
don't
like-
have to wear clothes. I think
You probably
guess
could
you
just
could
wear
do
your
that.
what are they called?
skivvies,
No,
underwear,
long johns.
long johns. So
Under
looks like they
roost.
got some nice pockets. Maybe. Okay. Oh no, it opened. Yeah, it's got some front-facing pockets here. Yeah, they're deep. But if you need some cheap rain gear, if you're going somewhere, like probably the crap I buy from Walmart's made in China too. It seems like everything is. It'd be nice if people in America starts manufacturing some stuff again. But
It's
this is what
decent.
I got. If you're trying to make it in the world that we live in today, every freaking penny counts. Because you got to give it all away to the people that don't want to make it in the world. Want to stay at home and watch daytime television.
For $20, that's nice.
Yeah, for 20 bucks. Come on. This is a nice jacket. So, I'll put the link inside the description down below if you want to. When you go on there, if it still says it's like, I don't know what it was like 80% off. Like I said, if you still go get the camouflage one, it's like $115. I wouldn't buy that. But if you make sure it's on black and it still has like 80% off, when you go to your shopping cart to check out, you'll see it's only 20 bucks. It's next day delivery. Can't go wrong. So, like to share that with everyone. That guy's not giving me a kickback. I don't even know who the hell they are. I can't even pronounce their name. But hey, I find a deal. I try to pass it on. You guys know that. All right, folks. Thanks for hanging out with us on this episode of Liberty Creek. I hope I have enough footage to keep you entertained. Remember, folks, dream big, and you got to get off the couch and actually do it, though. Okay. So Jen and I want to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving. We'll probably see you that weekend after Thanksgiving again. Be safe, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.